Hello, everyone. It is so good to be with you. It has been a while. I took a step back for a minute to make sure that I, myself, was approaching things the way that it was most powerful for this incredible community. I wanted to make sure that I was approaching in this way that was going to serve you and help you the best possible way. So thank you for being here. And I want to say too, it's summit time. So we have the third annual Symptom Free MS Summit that is taken off. And this will be the last weekend for you to sign up for it. So I want to invite you to powerfully take that step. But today, what I want to talk about is comparison. Comparison is a dangerous thing. Why do I say it's dangerous? It's dangerous because comparison can lead us to a state of us feeling as if we are not enough. Why didn't I do this? Or, man, I see that person over there who went on this incredible trip. I see that, this person is healing or feeling better and I'm not. It's comparison. And I want to say this, that with comparison, you will never win. You will never achieve with comparison. Now, if you use comparison, because comparison can actually be powerful if used the right way. So comparison in this element of using it the right way is if comparison gives you fire. If comparison is like, yes, I like that. I want to head that way. And it points you in a direction, then it's wonderful. But when we take comparison to the next step, what we'll start to do is say, why haven't I healed yet? Why hasn't this happened? Why do I seem like I'm getting worse? This person's doing it. Man, I watched this. I went to this summit and I watched this incredible individual that was diagnosed with MS, that was down to being wheelchair bound, now runs marathons. Why not me? That why not me is damaging. It's damaging, like I said earlier, it makes us feel as if we are not enough. So, what I'm going to recommend for this powerful step is to step away and put yourself first. So, instead of comparing yourself to somebody else, how about comparing yourself to yourself? Saying, okay, what did I do today that was a little bit better than yesterday? What were my thoughts today? What were my actions today? What were my behaviors today? Did I feel as if I did enough? Not enough based upon what a doctor told me, not enough based on something that I heard during this incredible summit, but something that was powerful for me. So, what I'm going to invite you to do is to put yourself at the center of the wheel. So, if we think of this as we are all just wheels going down the road, and I'm going to use an awful comparison, maybe, but I want you to think about it this way. If you're a wheel, what makes that wheel run is not the tire. The tire holds it onto the ground softly, but it's a piece of it. And it's not the spokes, if we're using a bicycle wheel, it's not the spokes in the wheel that makes the wheel turn, but it is critically needed in order to create a round bicycle wheel. But the spokes are a part of the wheel. But what really determines that wheel spinning so effectively, so beautifully, is the center, is the hub. Because with that hub then holds these other areas in. And without the hub, the spokes had nothing to attach to. Without the hub, there would be no wheel. So I'd like you to imagine yourself as the hub. as the center of that wheel. You are the center of your healing journey, no matter what you are healing. Let's say you're healing something deep emotional trauma from within you. Let's say you're healing a dis-ease that somebody said was impossible. And you come into this summit and you're looking at all these different areas. The hub doesn't compare itself to another wheel. It basically sits there as that hub in that center. And since you're that hub in that center, what actions am I doing to support the main wheel as a spoke? So as the hub, you're going to make a choice. You're going to make a choice during this summit. And during the summit, you may say, you know what? Man, I heard this person talk about yoga. Or I heard this individual, this incredible doctor, Dr. Mary Teitelbaum, talk about Ayurvedic medicine. Or I listened to Jillian Crooks talk about nutrition and how nutrition and an important lifestyle has her running marathons. Or I follow David Lyons, and David Lyons is talking about strength training. They're all beautiful aspects. But, and there's more too. There's 23 other speakers besides the ones that I mentioned right there, talking about incredible things. But they are spokes. They are spokes in your wheel. They are holding that tire. They are holding the entire wheel together so it rolls in a perfect circle. But it takes you at the center of that circle. Now, if we are comparing ourselves, so for example, we don't compare ourselves to another wheel. The wheel rolls independently. So that's what I want to invite you to do, is as you go take a step towards this summit or whatever else you're doing, I'd like you to ask yourself the question, how does this feel? Does this feel right for me? Am I taking the right step for me in order to have me feel better? Am I doing things, diet, exercise, Ayurvedic medicine? I don't care what it is, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I'm not the center of your wheel. I'm the center of my own wheel. The person next to you has the center of their own wheel. And the person next to them is the center of their own wheel. We are beautifully independent. But when we start comparing, we start to tell our wheel, I don't know if this is a good wheel. I don't know if I want to be the center of this hub. I don't know if I can do anything. And what it does is it stops us. It stops us from rolling. It stops us from moving forward, picking another step, taking another step. And it doesn't matter what that step is. There is no right or wrong. There just is. So what if you could walk into your day saying, this is right for me? I'm really happy and excited that you were able to do this for yourself. But I'm on my own journey, rolling forward, being the center of my own wheel. But when we compare, we stop rolling. When we compare, we dismantle. So there is very possible in your journey, you may follow a specific spoke. And at that time, it has your wheel rolling better. But that spoke may not be the spoke that gets you to the next step. So as I focus on me, I'm looking at the spokes that are really helping me. And those spokes are individual steps, whether, like I said earlier, yoga, Ayurvedic medicine, healthy nutrition. I don't care what this is in this space. It's what you feel is most powerful for you. And that may be a flip of your thought, your mindset. You say, you know what? I need to get a spoke of mindset in my space. That'll help my wheel run better. I have this feeling that, you know what? I'm tired of feeling sad. I'm tired of feeling depressed. I'm tired of feeling as if I am not enough. Man, I saw this person over here and they were so positive, and I'm going to use that as inspiration as I attach this spoke to my hub. That's when it becomes healthy. That's when it becomes growth. That's when it becomes evolutionary within your life, is when we make the decision for us, putting you at the center. But if I'm comparing, I'll attach somebody else's spoke to my wheel and it doesn't roll well, because then it goes into, oh, why is this happening here? And what it does is it'll break the spoke of mindset, or it may break the spoke of, oh, I'm so frustrated and tired. Screw this whole diet thing. It's not going to work. And then you begin telling yourself, this is never going to get better. And then your wheel doesn't roll. It's not going to move forward unless we take powerful, intentional action for you. You're not taking my action. I can't go drop my body off at the gym to go work out, and then it catches up with me later and said, oh, we had a good workout today. No, I have to be at the center of that wheel to drive that forward. Now, at that moment, you may sit and think, oh, I just don't do enough. Or there's one thing that I did and that didn't. Or I tried this and it didn't work. Isn't that part of the journey? Isn't that part of the journey of what we are finding for ourselves to see what works for us? So as we do this, you may lean towards love. Now, love is powerful. Think of love as the grease. Think of love as the thing that drives the wheel. So then one of the spokes may be supporting your love, encouragement, letting yourself know that your wheel is enough. And this wheel can be as big or as small as you wish it to be. Because it's you. You get to make this powerful choice within your life. So what wheel are you? Are you the wheel that's going to keep growing, keep evolving, keep stepping towards love, no matter how frustrating and angry it gets? You're stepping forward into the beautiful you that you are. You're choosing that fear is not going to roll this wheel forward. But love allows this wheel to attach the spokes that you need. Love encourages us to move forward in a direction. It doesn't matter what direction you move into. If it doesn't work, then that's fine. I'm toying with having a t-shirt made that just says on the front, well, that didn't work. Because that's part of the journey. But every time it didn't work, I learned something about me. I learned that worked for me, and this is what, and you'll feel your belief and your power grow within you if you allow it. But if we're comparing, what that's going to do, it's going to stop us from growth. That means that every time I do something and it doesn't work, I start beating myself up. Let's say because I'm beating myself up, it's leading to stress and fear and worry and shame and doubt and guilt. And if it leads us that way, then there's only one way I can go. that is not going to encourage me. That comparison at that point is dangerous. So I love you all so very much. So I want to end today asking you a powerful question. What does your wheel look like? Are you growing your wheel? Are you removing spokes that no longer work? Old past emotions, thoughts, and experiences that no longer serve you? What does your wheel look like? And if you have no idea, then take a small step backwards. What do I want my wheel to look like? Where am I going? Because that is powerful. Instead of dragging the anchor of comparison along your path. Well, I love you all so very much. Thank you for watching me today. Thank you for being a part of this. And so, as we take this step within our lives, I invite you to take a step towards the symptom free MS Summit because it's going to lead you down to explore a different spoke. And you may decide after this summit to say, you know what? My wheel's a little wobbly. Man, that spoke may help. And you take a small step towards it. Your wheel will roll. You will feel better. So I hope to see you in the summit. I love you all. And you guys, in all of this, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be 2 weeks of incredible knowledge from practitioners and doctors and other individuals that lead us through this journey. Okay. Enjoy every moment of your day.